Hello, this is Alekius, and welcome back to another episode of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Back into the Naval Academy, before we took our detour into the Monitor and the Merrimack, we were doing the U.S. Super Battleship, and we did fail it with our North Dakota, and I think a lot of it was, wow, this does not fit anymore. That's right, the game was patched. So we're gonna go ahead and scratch build it then. But let's keep in mind, I think a lot of it, wow, that deck was impressive. We still had issues. Oh well, we'll try to achieve 32 knots. What is the smallest I can make it for the medium size? About 95,000 tons, give or take. Now there have been some significant changes. 28 horsepower, 30 horsepower per engine ton. So they said they'd improved the steps between the turbines and the diesels. So we might have to play around with this some. Because the geared turbines are now a little bit more affordable. Well, that's still pretty expensive. And diesels aren't supposed to be quite as heavy, which is actually true. That's actually quite nice. Plus more tons of machinery, but at a cheaper cost. More or less. Anyways, sorry getting distracted by that. We don't need the extra funnel capacity if I remember correctly. Although at 32 knots we might. So we'll stay at semi-oil. We'll start with forced as per normal. I want all auxiliaries to be max. To start at least. All or nothing, deck and deck extended, our extra weight. Turtleback, it's more everything. Engine damage chance from penetrating hits is much less for all or nothing, which makes a lot of sense. Because the all or nothing plan is basically you have full armor or nothing at all rather than some of the intermediate armors. I want as much range as possible, so we're going to go with the super heavies. Fighting a lot of ships, I want the increased ammo. Torpedoes will keep normal. Now, the powder. What did we use with the North Dakota? We used white powder. Trying to remember whether the patch changed that at all. We have the extra range, extra penetration, extra damage, extra muzzle velocity. All things that help us hit things at long range, but with less damage. So with cordite, we're getting a decrease in 7.5% of the penetration to achieve 20% more damage. Well, 17. Tube powder has a decrease in range, which I really want to avoid this time. TNT, we're only losing 2.5% of the range. Gain 2.5 on penetration. And a little bit of damage. High level TNT having more damage. Add a little bit of sacrifice. Decreases hull weight too. But really expensive. Not that ammunition is a big part of it. Let's try the high TNT and we'll see if we get some more effects out of that. I like that it has more. That's not a lot more damage though. I like that you're allowed to use lyddite with this high tech now. It didn't used to be the case. Oh no, I'm tempted to stay with the white powder. And I think we're going to be changing enough about how the ship works. I don't think we need electro turrets, but we're going to take it unless we see otherwise. Decrease in speed and range aren't quite as heavy as they used to be. Wow, and that torpedo detection range is way down. Definitely do that. I might actually go with small torpedoes. More than anything, because if we put torpedo launchers on it, it's mostly going to be for defending against destroyers. And I think with the lethality that developers have been able to add to torpedoes, even small ones would be deadly for a destroyer. I want the long range accuracy at any cost. We want second generation radar. Those help improve things way too much to ignore. So we've maxed out just about everything we can for protecting the ship. The internals. Damage to the engine killed us last time. I would like to copy the armor scheme. 14, 12, 15. 14, 12, 15. Almost a square armor pattern. That's interesting. Probably be changing this because this is very heavy. 12 and 15. And then I think we had to skimp on turret top. Secondaries. Not so much on the turret top. That was 13, that was 8. And see, the cost is already pretty high. We're doing okay on weight, but we haven't added any of the nice heavy stuff. Man, that's heavy. Did we go with the fully modern on the North Dakota? We did. Tempted to stage it down a little bit. Can't on the forward tower. The rear one can, and is significantly lighter weight. I like all those secondary slots, though. We'll keep it for now. See how it works out. It's like, why would you take a couple extra capacity? It's so heavy to begin with. I don't think we're going to need a barbette unless we put one on the aft section to add in yet another secondary. Did we do that with this one? We sure did not. That might be interesting. How heavy was that? 184 tons? Not bad. Now, for gun size, I don't think we had too much trouble using 18 duels. Might even go down to something like 17. Do lose quite a bit of penetration. Let's see, if we want to penetrate ourselves, we can still do that at 15 kilometers. And even go down to 16s because we can do it at 20 kilometers. And a lot of fighting was done at range. But accuracy suffers by about 0.5%. No, full percent almost. But we save a boatload of weight. So we can go with 9/16s, 3,000 tons a turret, 18 duels at 2,800 tons, slightly less. Rate of fire 1.5, rate of fire 1.6. So velocity 875. $850, and the damage is 35,000. Vice 19 to 35, same as 20 to 36, 16,000. I'm gonna stay with the dual 18-inch. They're big, they're heavy, they're also effective. Forward weight offset is a little high. I will try to balance this. We shouldn't have any casemates. If I can fit 8-inch barrels, I will. And put those up there. Oh wow, how about that? Should I do triples? I think rate of fire is probably more important. Oh wow, the singles actually have a much higher. I think that's new. It used to have, the rate of fire used to be negligible between singles and doubles. We could save a little bit of weight. And the triples still have the accuracy decrease. Not that it's huge. Just a little bit. That would be 4 per side by 6 per side. Oh, what's the key for it again? Uni. Okay. I'm not going to do that, but I'm amused you can. I think despite the... Well, 8s will do duels. Not going to be able to fit any 7s anywhere. 6s we can do duels. Go back to the 8s because I want to rotate them. I'm not trying to... Ooh, a mouse drag? That is not working. I want to rotate the thingies. The part. Nope, wrong button. There we go. Oh, they won't fit. That's kind of an interesting way to do it. Oh, I forgot it does this. Alright, we'll place them one at a time. That looks weird. And thus I like it. Apparently this is the episode for doing things a little bit differently. 5-inch. Which is very traditional size for American battleships. 4-inch. I have this absolutely covered in 4-inch. And we're not even losing anything on the turrets. That's right, because they're elevated enough. They go above it. The triples, and there's no smaller slots. Can do single pop guns. I thought, wasn't there a reason I didn't use these? That's alright, I can fix that. Those are the 4-inch triples. There we go. Yeah, I thought there was a reason I didn't use the 3-inch. Really, you can squeeze a couple. This is absolutely bristling with guns. It's ridiculous in the best possible way. Are you kidding me? I was about to say, let me put duels. Tippy knows we have some 2-inch. This amuses me to no small amount. Does that interfere with the turret? Yes. Not by much, but it does. I do have room for secondaries down here. Close to the 4-inch guns. So I could remove them to put that there. What about some 6-inch? That is too close. But only because it's center line. It's weird. drop to 4-inch, which we're using triples mainly. And those do not want to go on the center line because of the vents. Or is it just doesn't want to go on the center lines, period? I can put the 2-inch down there. Put the 3-inch down there. There we go. Was it because it was a triples? Yes. We can do the 5s. Cannot do the 6s. Oh, we can even do triple 5s. Do we have any do we have any 5s on this at all? Or is that literally the only one? Sorry, I'm getting bogged down in details today. It's been a little bit since I played. Nope, that's the only 5-inch gun on the entire ship. So we have 6 18-inch barrels, 6 8-inch barrels, 25 6-inch, 3 5-inch, 18 times 3, that's 36, 54 4-inch barrels, 4 3-inch, 16, nope, 4 plus 16, that's 20. And then 6 2-inch. This is a ridiculous amount of guns. And I love it. It is very silly. Reload time, 6 minutes. Do we do singles? This is 2 minutes per tube. I just want to be flinging these suckers out. I squeeze them a little bit if I put them fore and aft. Can I do a triple there? Sure can. I guess it depends on how many launchers we put on. I don't want to block those lanes of fire for those guns. We'll just keep heading out and we'll put 2 there. That's not entirely unsensible or nonsensical. Hopefully that'll keep the destroyers dancing. We'll actually go ahead and increase ammo for that. 12 kilometers is not bad. And if they get that close, we want to be fighting them off as best we can. So we're way over on cost and weight. How do we get her back down to where we want her? Oil does save us on weight. That's less of our problem. We can just throw 5,000 more tons. Costs that even more. Could do less bulkheads. That costs more in weight than it does in cost. Switch to the diesels. These ones. It's not hurting us on weight at all. and helping us on the cost and protecting our engines even more. That being an issue last time, I like that. How is our funnel output? Full engine efficiency. Do I need 3 funnels then? Do I need them? No. Am I going to use them? Maybe. That is 2%. Where's our weight? Mostly in all engines armor. Let's drop the speed some. We'll go back down to 30. That does save us quite a bit. Armor deck extended is a lot. Deck armor is a lot of the cost as well, all the way across. We'll look at some of these other things. They really didn't have... Oh, that weighs so little. Didn't really have a problem with penetrations doing flash fire, if I recall correctly. Been a little bit. I'm gonna sacrifice the hull. Much as I might not want to. Gonna keep the all or nothing. Keep the super heavy. How much cost is that? That's not a lot. Torpedoes even less so. That saves us a little bit. That saves us a little bit. Saves us even more, and I don't think we're going to be rotating a lot. Do want to keep the auto loading. They tweaked the gun aiming and turret traverse speed balance between these. That saves quite a bit. That's 3% cost, 4% weight. We gotta trim somewhere. Gonna keep those, gonna keep those. Alright, so these guns, 14, 28 inches of belt. I'm protected at 20 kilometers plus from my own. Deck, 24. I am unprotected, 26 or more. So let's drop this down to half on both extended. I don't like sacrificing it a bunch, but I think we should. So engines, boilers, deck, bulkheads, anti-torpedo protection is quite significant as well. Gets us in a weight range. I don't really want to sacrifice speed too much. If I remember correctly, they were pretty fast. We do 5 inches deck. Start saving costs by reducing the size of it. We need a little bit more. We have 3 funnels. What we can do is stage it down. Can't do natural. We have 50% at natural. That's not bad. We can do drop down to induced. And there we go. Oop. Gotta keep it at 95,000. And we squeeze out half a knot. Nope. Not even a little. So she is well protected. This has been a long episode just building her. But she is absolutely bristling. I approve. I'm pretty happy. Can we tweak any of this back up? Absolutely not. We are pretty tight. Yeah, that's gonna be too much. Sure. We lose a little bit of acceleration, but we gain so much protection. I'd like to keep the engines protected. Alright, the Arkansas. I think we're good to go. Unless... min-max the armor. That's a ridiculous amount of armor on secondaries. I don't think we even lost a lot of them last time. That about maxes it. We have $200,000 to work with, and I'm not worried about that little amount of money. So let's get into the actual mission. This episode's gone on long enough. I'm just excited. A lot of my episodes have been pre-recorded this last month. I haven't had a lot of time for recording. Or a lot of oomph. And I am excited to get back into this. I'm just having fun. And we have... oh, I forgot how much of a slug she is. And we have gotten a major update since the last time we did one of the main missions. Monitor Merrimack being kind of a special on the side thing. Oh, environmental's not bad. If it wasn't so late in the day, we'd be in good shape. Gotta pay attention to my radar lines. Left bearing drift, possible. It's hard to know. Close enough. Oh, alright, we are firing at each other. On this bearing. First blood goes to them. 1 hit, 61 damage. Came from a 17-inch gun, penetrating mid-deck, which is reasonable because they are very long range, and our deck only protects so much. That's dropped us 0.9 knots. It's alright, we'll keep full speed. We want to close as rapidly as possible. Oh, ow. Managed to get one hit? Sure have. Geez, we've taken a lot of hits so far. battleships has 15-inch guns. There's a second hit. We were even on damage. Alright, we're now into visibility range. So I'm going to drop us down. Let's say 25 knots. Higher end of full speed. Definitely have right bearing drift. Let's get the aft turret running. What is our range? So many guns. We are at 20 kilometers. That's about what we want. It's closer against our own shells is going to be a vulnerability. I like the auto targeting. Secondaries are already starting to get involved. There's forward turret only. Still coming around though. There's a couple more hits. What are we looking at for destroyers? And what? They're coming to us. That's good news. I've not been able to identify the targets though. Taking a bit of structural damage. They keep coming to the right. Nice slow turn. We need to be fast. Now it's 6-inch range. 12 kilometers to the destroyers. Yeah, we want to boost this a little more. Come around a little bit more. All the small caliber rounds. We have some flooding. Not surprising. Sacrifice belt extended. We've managed to do more damage with 1/3 of the hits. Alright, 13 kilometers. Ooh, wow, we've done a lot of damage to that one. Probably shift targets. We'll wait till we identify since we're really close to doing so. Wow, we're launching torpedoes. I think we've closed in a little too close. That belt? Where's the log? Yeah, belt extended, which the extended's going to take damage. We're going to take lots of damage because we sacrificed belt. This one has 11-inch guns. I do not feel threatened by that one. Flooding on the bow. Shift, Alt, right click. Mains will get involved with that one. Much as I'd like to see. Shokaku is actually 17-inch. Oh, it has 15. Yeah, let's shift back to the Shokaku. Stay focused on her. Destroyers are closing in at 6 kilometers now. Taking a veritable hail of fire. We're taking lots of damage. Able to maintain 23 knots. You see the core is pretty well protected still. There we go. Is that a torpedo? There is too much going on in this log for me to keep up. was a good penetration. Main tower penetration. Alright, we got another destroyer. 3-inch. Nice. So the veritable hail of secondaries is actually effective. That torpedo? That one's saying fast. How far are we? We're sitting at 11 kilometers, 14 kilometers, 17 kilometers. I actually want to stay on the Shokaku guys. I believe our guns are traversing. We've taken a lot of structural damage. No problems with flotation. Alright, main guns have fired. And we are passing out of 8-inch range. There we go. 18-inch hit, bow belt extended. My goodness. It'd be nice if this separated out to main caliber stats. Like average armor penetrated, number of fires, floodings for major caliber versus minor. So we're sitting at 21% hit ratio. The range is getting pretty high. And we still have the Japanese super battleship out there. This has the most dangerous guns for us though. That has 15s, that has 11s. I really want to take this one out first. Push back to us, we'll keep our slow turn going. Did we launch any torpedoes at the battleship? I think we were in range. More flooding from 17-inch. The hail fire we're taking. Another hit. Looking deck. See, she has a lot of hits against us. We need to take out that one. Let's send the rudder hard over. Get this Bravo turret engaged. Gonna hurt our accuracy in the short term. Hopefully the maneuver is hurting the enemy's ability. Wow, she's healing over quite a lot. Alright, let's soften the turn. Can I get 10? I like the even numbers. 5 5s. Stick with 12. Taking a lot of damage, but you'll notice the core is doing rather well. another set of destroyers. Oh. Makaho, 16-inch guns. This is the Super, the Japanese Super battleship, I assume. Four turrets, duels. Oh, we've got some flooding. Go left instead. Not utilizing that aft turret. I want to get some distance between the other two battleships. Maintaining a lot of speed for the amount of damage we had. We just took damage. It was from 11. How close are we? Yeah, I shouldn't be ignoring that one. Got more flooding on the Shokaku. Ah, there we go. Even more flooding. I think we might have her. Oh, we are taking a hail of fire ourselves, though. A lot of penetrations recently. Well, we're going to get a lot because of the extended. Go check on the Shokaku. More flooding. That might be it. We just took a big hit ourselves, but I'll see if the Shokaku goes down. Oh, not quite. They're taking pretty significant damage now. There's a little bit more flooding. That'll be it. Shokaku down. Shifting to the Makaku. Secondaries are wisely engaging the destroyers. We're sitting at 10 kilometers, way too close. We're taking a lot of damage for it. We'll go hard over to the left. Whoa! That was a penetrating hit in the center. We've taken too much damage. I might just rebalance the armor on the Arkansas, but that'll be something for the next time. So, I thank you for joining me. I appreciate you staying till the end. Please leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I will see you next time for hopefully a little bit shorter episode. Take care.